On this. All right, so I'm going to record this session as well so that hindi tayo, if we can provide a copy of this for you for your own review. Sige. All right, nasaan na yung sharing ko dito? All right, so let me go back to that. The purpose of our Zoom meeting for today is to educate, to provide information on the different ingredients of the products. How do we recommend it for our clients? What's the best dosage, or what's the best product combination if you encounter clients with health issues. So again, we recommend, we do not prescribe, because prescription are for the doctors, for the medical doctors. We might let's not the mainstream medical practices. We recommend our EquiCell products. So if in case na meron po kayong na-encounter na clients or mga members na may health issues, please use the term EquiCell recommends this product for you. Okay, so first, para gawin natin ng strong foundation yung inyong understanding sa product. 3 people are waiting. Okay, so pasensya na kung ako ay magsa-stop ng onte kasi I am also the host. Bakit ayaw niyang mag-play? Ayan. All right, so again, we have approximately 37 trillion cells in the human body, and each cell has different sizes and shapes, different ingredients, different functions. So as you can see here, these are examples of the different cells of the vital organs of the body. So pag titignan nyo sila, iba't iba ang kanilang shapes. Iba't iba rin ang kanilang requirements, iba't iba rin ang kanilang, what do you call this one? Function. So isipin natin, or tanggapin natin sa ating understanding that each cell has to balance their own set of nutrients. So if the nutrients in a lung cell or in a lung tissue is not balanced, there will be what do you call this one? An occurrence of certain condition, and so on and so forth. So we are here for balancing the nutrients to support their function, to support their what do you call this one, metabolism, in order to be united with the rest of the tissues that they are all together with inside the body, para masuportahan nila, masustain nila yung buhay ng individual. So let me just check. Meron na namang. All right. All right, so approximately 37 trillion cells. Human cells are multicellular, meaning to say hindi po tayo iisang cell lang na naging tao, because we have one-celled organism and we also have multicellular organism. Ang mga one-celled organisms, ito yung mga miniature living things such as the viruses, the bacteria, a few of the blue-green, a few of the algae and fungi, but the rest of the living organisms are multicellular. So if they are multicellular, they are very much, they have complexities. So in a human body, each cell is specialized because each cell or each type of cell performs a unique and special function. So for example, the cells in the brain may be longer in shape, nakita nyo kanina, because they transmit signals, and the longer their shape, they can transmit signals more efficiently. Cells of the heart, they have more mitochondria because they need a lot of energy, because they're the ones involved in pumping nutrients. Okay. Cells in the respiratory system are responsible for taking up oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. So they have their diffusion capacity should be mataas so that oxygen na pumapasok at saka carbon dioxide na lumalabas mag-diffuse easily. So in short, they have different functions, but every one of them should work together to keep the human body running efficiently. And they have to sustain that without any interruption para masustain din yung well-being ng individual. So yun po yung overall at a cellular level. So now let us also differentiate food and nutrients. Okay, food is something that we eat when we are hungry or when we feel hungry. And even if we are not hungry, we also eat food. Tama po ba? So this is an example of the different types of food in the modern times. On the other hand, nutrient or nutrition is something that we take or something that our cells need for as an essential component to stay healthy. So nutrient. Also, food needs energy for digestion, while nutrients are easily metabolized by the cells. So yun po. So ang importante makaabot yung nutrients sa ating mga cells kasi essential po sila sa function ng cell so that magagamit siya kaagad ng cell at makapag-function siya properly. On the other hand, food is a mixture of different nutrients. It could be the essential nutrients that the body needs, or it could be others that might pose harm to the body. Yan po yung food. Food needs digestion. So your body needs to spend a lot of energy or a certain amount of energy to digest the nutrients from the food. Sometimes the food that you eat contains the nutrients that the body needs, or sometimes the food that you eat has low density nutrient na habang dinadigest siya at ine-extract siya, wala naman palang makukuhang uh, kapaki-pakinabang yung inyong katawan dun sa kinain ninyo. So, nag-spend pa siya ng energy, idadump lang niya pala ito sa liver for detoxification. So, ang bottom line dito is that it is important that we provide the essential nutrients to our cells for our body in order for us to maintain optimal well-being or to stay healthy. So that's the bottom line. Okay. So another important thing that you need to understand, because it somehow has, according to recent studies and still in studies today, that this group of organisms also help us maintain our well-being. Because several years ago, ito po, wala pa po siyang itong particular topic na to, we call it the human microbiome, or this is a group, it's actually a community of the different little organisms that lives in us, lives in our gut. We call it the good bacteria or the gut flora. Several years ago, hindi pa to tinatanggap ng science na kasama siya sa pagme-maintain ng health. But now it has been proven because of the Human Microbiome Project, which started since 2017, nung tinatrack nila yung different microorganisms that provide benefits to our health over doon sa pag-track ng mga microorganisms that have negative effects on our health. They found out that we have a community of bacteria, or we are 10 times more bacterial cells than human cells. So imagine niyo po yan. Mas marami pa palang nakatirang mga microorganisms sa atin kaysa sa pagsasama-samahin natin lahat ng cells natin sa katawan. So we have like 100 billion or 100 trillion of microorganisms, good bacteria that we have that lives in us and helps us or support us in terms of maintaining health. Now, the human microbiome is the community of native bacteria that live on the human body. So these are native bacteria or native microorganism. Meaning to say, nung tayo ay pinanganak, nung tayo ay create, nandyan na yan. Kasi create yan to live with us symbiotically to help us in terms of our digestion processes and in terms of cellular communication. Then they found out, because of the Human Microbiome Project, that there are 100 trillion cells or bacterial cells in our gut. This is 10 times more than the amount of cells that we have as a human. Then different bacteria are found at different body sites, and this bacteria perform different functions. So as you can see here in the presentation, yung mga may spot dyan usually nakatira yung mga good bacteria natin. And if you will notice, sa gut, yung brown part na portion, nandyan po lahat, karamihan, yung mga, yung volume ng ating microbiome. When we are talking about the microbiome, we're referring to the good bacteria, the one that will provide us good benefits. Okay. It also states here that the microbiome plays a major role in human health and disease and represents an understudied diagnostic and therapeutic target. So it's still in study kasi who knows, a few years from now, the microbiome could be the key to helping us also achieve wellness. So right now, with EquiCell, one of our advocacy is to feed the good bacteria because studies have shown that it provides good benefits to us in terms of preventing diseases and in terms of maintaining health. So that's why one of our products is a very good support to the health or to the well-being of our good bacteria. Okay, the human microbiome together we are actually in a symbiotic relationship with the good bacteria. We give them a home because they give benefit to us. However, if we disturb their balance or if the wrong species of bacteria thrives in our gut, okay, it can create a lot of problems. The gut starts, or the digestive system starts in the mouth. So anything that you put in the mouth, whether it's food or any form of substance, like here, smoking or whatever drugs that you put in the mouth, there is a group of microbiome in the mouth that controls, or that what do you call this one, yung kinakapkapan, kinaklasify yung substance na yun, kung ititake niya ba yun as is, or padadaanin niya sa digestive system, gagamitin ba yon? Gagamitin ba yon ng ating katawan, or idadump lang yon sa liver for what do you call this one, detoxification. So the bottom line here is the foods that you eat or anything that you put in your mouth can affect the structure of your gut microbiome. The bottom line also here is we need to maintain a good balance of the microbiome in our gut. According to studies, 85% of the human microbiome should be 85% ng bacteria sa ating tiyan should composed of the good bacteria. And 15% lang dapat, hindi na dapat tataas doon, okay, yung bad bacteria. Yung 85% na yan, pwede pa natin yan pataasin by introducing prebiotic and probiotic to increase the existence of of the good bacteria. Pero yung bad bacteria, that's ang balance lang kasi dapat is 85 to 15%. Yung 15% na yon dapat hindi na po siya tumaas. So pag tumaas yung 15%, it will lead to a certain dysfunction. And it first occurs in the gut. Merong certain disturbances na mangyayari sa gut. So that's why it is very important that we take in substances that are natural, because natural substances supports the native bacteria in our gut. Am I still clear? Kasi parang nawala yung mic ko. Please let me know if I'm not clear, or if you can't hear me anymore. Okay, so ayan po yung gusto nating ipaintindi, because ang gusto kong i-emphasize dito, because there are a few people who have asked me during my presentation if these products, or if our products will disturb the balance of the gut microbiome. The answer to that is no, it will not disturb the balance of the human microbiome in the body. It's because, again, it's 100% natural, the nutrients or the ingredients of our product, And one of our products, the Equi Spirulina, provides food to our microbiome, thereby increasing or sustaining their nutrient requirement, increasing them in some way if you take it consistently. If you sustain their nutrient requirement in the gut, um, they will thrive, and they will increase their colonies inside the gut, giving us more potential in terms of preventing diseases and in terms of recovering from any sickness that we have. Okay, so in this model, or in this presentation, here are here are the different factors that might affect the human microbiome, and the different factors also that will lead to the causation of disease. So as you can see here, the red ones are the ones that promote disease. The ones in green are the ones that sustain or promote health. So the gut, or the digestive system, should maintain a very low pH, an acidic pH. Because as you can see, especially in the stomach should maintain a very low pH, or acidic pH, because it is where the first digestion occurs. This is where disinfection occurs sa stomach. Nagdi-disinfect na rin yan. That's why kailangan acidic yung pH niya. Okay. An alteration of the pH, making it more alkaline, okay, mahihirapan siyang mag-disinfect ng mga contamination ng mga food intake. Okay, excessive protein consumption. This came from the meat products, processed meat that you are eating, or any altered meat products that you are eating. They have a lot of protein components that are new to the gut. Okay, and we don't have natural enzymes that will digest them altogether, because these are new to the gut. Sugar intake, especially fructose, or this sugar is the main ingredient of most of the artificial sweeteners, and its alternative, okay, can also pose danger to the human microbiome. Saturated fatty acid intake, ito yung mga fats, okay, mga trans fat, okay, yung mga bad fats na kinakain natin. Proton pump inhibitors, or also known as the antibiotics. Most of the antibiotics that are being prescribed for bacterial infection are the broad spectrum antibiotics, meaning to say, if they are classified as broad spectrum antibiotics, they can actually kill or inhibit the growth of all forms of bacteria, including the good bacteria in the gut. So the antibiotics, or the proton pump inhibitors, are affecting the balance of the gut flora. So if you are prone to infection, you might have a lot of antibiotic prescriptions that has altered your gut microbiome. And then on the other hand naman, sa kabila, no, if we take a lot of dietary fibers, such as the prebiotics, okay, it promotes good health to the microbiome. If we also take probiotics, yung mga may live microorganisms, live good bacteria, can also increase the good bacteria in the gut. So if we also increase our intake of short chain fatty acid, or actually this is the result of of providing good fibers and increasing the good bacteria in the gut, because the product of their metabolism is short chain fatty acids. Short chain fatty acids is very good, because these are substances that support brain health. Okay, so as you can see here on the other side of the illustration, a decrease in short chain fatty acid production can lead to disease. Okay, increase in antioxidant intake, or an antioxidant production. the microbiome also supports us in the production of antioxidants. We have natural antioxidants in the body. Example of that is the glutathione. Glutathione is being produced in the liver, but it is being supplied to all the different organs in the body. So if we give proper nutrients to our gut or to our body, we are also increasing antioxidant, especially glutathione production, protecting our cells. Okay. There is also a decrease in indoxyl sulfate, or a decrease in indoxyl sulfate. This is a byproduct of detoxification, one of the byproduct of detoxifications, especially coming from processed foods. Um, if we increase good nutrients in our gut, there will be a decrease in the production of this, which can affect kidney health. Okay. If we increase good intake of this, there will be an improve in lipid metabolism because we provide nutrients in the production of bile acids. The bile acids are produced by the liver and it is stored in the gallbladder. The bile is very important in emulsifying fats. So if we eat fatty foods, the good fats, okay, they need to be digested by enzymes called lipases, but prior to their digestion, they need to be emulsified by bile coming from the gallbladder produced by the liver. So if we give proper nutrients to the gut, okay, the bile acid or the ingredients in producing bile acid and bile salts from the liver is sustained so that bile acids is produced and stored in the gallbladder. So every time nakakain tayo ng fatty food, magre-release yung gallbladder natin ng bile para tulungan tayong i-digest ito. So see the importance of good nutrients introduced to the gut because these are the things that will benefit our health, our gut. And this is a key for us in maintaining good health and a key for us to preventing diseases. Okay, so if we have all of this, we provide good nutrients to the gut, there will be low gut inflammation, and then uh, the cells will have great insulin sensitivity, meaning to say, pag sinabi nating insulin sensitivity, when our pancreas releases the hormone insulin, um, the cells will readily receive that hormone to open the gates of that cell. So in order to allow sugar to enter the cell and remove sugar in the blood, controlling the blood sugar levels doon um, sa circulation. So that is insulin sensitivity as opposed to insulin resistance. As you can see here na naka-red, when we say that our cells have insulin resistance or we already develop an insulin resistance, even if our pancreas produces a lot of the hormone insulin, our body or our cells is not sensitive to it, hindi siya kaagad-agad tinatanggap hindi siya kaagad-agad tinatanggap or ini-snub siya ng cells natin. So kapag ini-snub siya ng cells natin, wala ngayong susi na mag-open para doon sa cells para magpapasok ng glucose. So this is what happens when the cells are insulin resistance, and that's what happens when there will be a lot of sugar circulating in the bloodstream because probably our cells are already resistant to insulin. So we need to increase insulin sensitivity by our cells, and that is done if we give good nutrients to our gut. And then if all of this is given to our gut when to the food that we are eating, there will be it helps us reduce the risk of infection. So meaning to say, tataas yung immunity natin kasi remember 70 to 80% of our immune system is in the gut. So if we provide enough nutrients, good nutrients, and we don't disturb the balance of the gut, look at what all the benefits that you can get. So there will be short chain fatty acid production, which are good substances that supports brain health. There will be an increase in antioxidant production. There will be a decrease in in toxin production that might impair or that might affect your kidney function. There will be an improvement in lipid metabolism. Therefore, wala tayong nasustore masyado na fat sa ating mga adipose tissue. There will be low gut inflammation. There will be no inflammation. There will be insulin sensitivity, meaning to say hindi nasisayang yung insulin na pinoproduce ni pancreas at nagiging susi ito ng uh, ng uh, ng cells para pasukin si sugar, and we will have an increased or reduced risk of some infections. So ito lang po, panalo na po tayo kasi magsa-start na po tayong mag-maintain ng ating optimum wellness. So it all starts in the gut. On the other hand, if we introduce a lot of processed food, okay, saturated fatty acids, trans fats, okay, we introduce a lot of medications to our gut, okay, this is what's going to happen. Okay, medyo i-mute natin ang mga tao. Mute. Oh, okay. Going back. All right. So am I still clear, everyone? Can you please give me a thumbs up kung clear pa po ako? Is everybody still okay? All right. So let me just check. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the prompt. So nakikita niyo po tong mga naka-red, no? So if we introduce a lot of processed foods, ito na lang yung bottom line. Anything that is processed or anything that is synthesized is not native to the body. Meaning to say, it's a new thing that the body needs to adjust to. And the body has immune soldiers that will defend the body against these non-native substances that you introduce to it. So it will try to rid off of these non-native substances. Now, if your immune system is working properly, then they can do that as fast as they could so that hindi na mag-react yung katawan. But if the immune system is dysfunction or is not functioning properly, or if the immune system is working 24/7 because there is an inflammation problem in another part of your body, then the potency or the functionality of the immune system has been reduced in classifying or in aiding you in ridding off this new or non-native substance that you are introducing to your body. So that's why it is important that we should be very careful in the food substances that we introduce to our body, because studies have shown that if the food that we introduce are processed or not native, we don't have enzymes that will digest the nutrients from it. So it will remain undigested, and of course it will be dumped into the liver. And if, for example, in the previous days, you have consumed the same type of food, you have consumed the same processed food, so there are still toxins that are being dumped in the liver, and you're producing a toxic cocktail na doon sa liver. And the liver is trying to reduce it into a non-harmful substance. Imagine the liver already is performing 65,000 activities. The best thing that we can do to our liver is to support that function by not giving it more toxins, so that yung 65,000 enzyme functions na ginagawa niya in every 3 minutes ay magagampanan niya to support health and well-being for the individual. Kung bibigyan niya siya ng tapos besides that, magpo-produce pa siya ng glutathione para protection ng lahat ng cells. Siya yung main organ na nagpo-produce ng glutathione sa lahat ng cells ng katawan. So magagampanan niya yan in balance kapag yung toxic load niya is yung sustainable or yung enough lang na kaya ng powers niya. But if we keep on providing a lot of toxins to the liver, Okay, madi-decrease yung function niya, yung primary function niya doon sa 65,000 enzyme functions na ginagawa niya in 3 minutes, tapos yung kanyang pag-produce ng glutathione din maaapektuhan. So therefore, it will leave the cells with low amount of protection because the glutathione production is affected because of too much toxins that are dumped in the liver. And it all came from too much consumption of non-native substances from the food that we are eating. So that's the bottom line para hindi na tayo masyado maging technical dito. So again, so that is what's happening if we are not careful with the things that we eat. So the first step to achieving wellness with EquiCell is of course to identify kung ano talaga yung lifestyle at diet ninyo so that we can properly recommend kung ano yung tulong na kailangan ninyo to support your change of ano tawag dito, to support your journey to health and well-being. Kasi sa totoo lang, if I will be honest with you, if we are not going to pair our food supplement, EquiCell food supplements with the proper food that we should be eating and the proper lifestyle that we should be committing to, mahihirapan din natin makukuha yung benefits na dinidiscuss natin about this food supplement. So it is very important that lifestyle, diet should also be included for in your review para sa inyong journey to your health. Because if you do that, you will increase your potential to preventing the progression of whatever condition that you have. So if the progression of your condition is prevented, and if you're taking food supplements that addresses your condition properly at the cellular level, then mas madali na ngayon mag-ano yung katawan ninyo. But if you keep on putting in substances that will lead to the progression of your disease, and you take food supplements while the disease is progressing, parang maghihilaan yung dalawa. It's either, ito mabilis to, deterioration to kasi, mabilis tong manghila, di parang nagsayang lang din kayo ng pera ninyo. So that's why if you start your journey with EquiCell, you have to properly evaluate your reason why you are going to take food supplements with EquiCell. Because of course we would like people to have testimonials that are positive because they have experienced the real benefits or the benefits of the ingredients of the product that we are promoting. That is our major goal, is to help people get the benefits or achieve the experience the benefits that we are promoting. So let's evaluate also our diet and lifestyle. So here, like it or not, the modern world is a toxic cocktail. Even if we are living in the highest part of the of any summit in the world, it's still a toxic cocktail. Okay, so here is just a simple presentation of the substances or the things. I don't know how to call it kasi sometimes when we call it substances, iba ang nasa isip ng ibang tao. So I just called it things, okay? Things that lead to diseases or disease. So number one is your age. Okay, why age? Because as we age, there are certain things naturally, no, our body, some of the components of our body, especially the enzymes and some antioxidants and some cofactors and coenzymes in the body decreases because that is how we are designed. So that's one of the things that factor that we need to consider. Behavior and lifestyle habits. So if you have if you are always engage in stressful arguments or in mga nonsense na causing you to be more stressful mentally, it will affect your health, and it will create certain um, physiological stress also on your tissues. Lifestyle habits, so dyan yung pagkain, nandyan yung kung sedentary lifestyle po ba kayo or meron kayong strenuous activities, it will also affect your health. Stress or fatigue. Studies have shown that consistent stress, mental stress, consistent ano ng stress, whatever it is, psychological, mental, or physiological stress, can decrease your potential to preventing diseases and increase the probability of you getting a chronic disease. So, importante ang mag-relax, magkaroon ng maayos na tulog. Because if you are stressed, all of your systems are working 24/7 nonstop, especially your immune system and your brain. So if they're working 24/7 nonstop, how can they undergo a transition, or how can they, what you call this one, repair or do restoration for all of the things na nagamit nila for that day? Because ang ating system, ang ating katawan is also designed to rest for a couple of at least 6 hours for them to do their replenishment, restoration. Kasi may wear and tear ang ating mga tissues and cells. Para rin yung sasakyan, kailangan mo yung ipagpahinga. Hindi pwedeng 24/7 magbabiyahe ang mga sasakyan. Okay, kailangan yan magpahinga so that yung mga nasira or yung makina or sa cells natin, yung mga masyadong nagamit at na-stress ay marireplenish. Okay. Also, immune system function. If we are immune compromised, then, we are very much prone to diseases. Air and water pollution. The quality of air and the quality of water that we are taking um, can also lead to diseases. Again, these substances are considered free radicals because they are the ones that disturb the stability or the good balance of our cellular nutrients. Diet and drugs. So again, diet, the food that you're eating; drugs, the medications that you're taking. You have to be very careful also because it targets the what do you call this one, the symptoms of your condition, but most of the time it has side effects. It will affect other parts of your other systems of your body. So you have to get a good discussion with your doctor if you are maintaining um, medications. Exposure to infections. So katulad kanina nung sinabi ko, antibiotics. So if you are always infected with or if you are always uh, if your immune system is not um, functioning very well, you are predisposed to infection. Okay, and if the infection recurs a lot of times in a month, in a quarter, in a year, then syempre, 'di ba, madalas nagte-take tayo ng antibiotic, right? So ang antibiotic poses a great disturbance in the microbiome health. And if the microbiome or the gut flora is disturbed, then yung ating potential to prevent disease or potential to good health is also disturbed. So it is important ano yan eh, ang tawag dito, magkaka-connect yan. So increase your immune functionality so that you have good soldiers to fight for you if you're exposed to pathogens that will cause infection. Also, if you have pre-existing diseases, there are a lot of individuals that are born with conditions, pre-existing conditions. But that is not a death sentence for those that are born with pre-existing condition. That is not a death sentence. 60 years ago, or 60 to 70 years ago, they thought that genetics is the cause of a lot of pre-existing condition, which is still true, and a lot of yung ano, ang tawag dito, yung resistance to diseases. But nowadays, or in the modern science, there is what we call epigenetics. When we say epigenetics, these are factors that affect the expression of that bad gene and reverse that into expressing the good genes. That is epigenetic. These are factors that will aid your body to suppress the what do you call this one? If that gene is a gene for this particular disease, you can actually control that by, you know, um, eating food that will suppress that gene from expressing. Instead, the other good gene ang ma-express. So, that is what we call epigenetics. Kaya nga kung meron tayong pre-existing diseases, wag po tayong magkaroon ng wag po sana tayong ma-discourage for that, because that is not death sentence. Okay? There's still hope. Okay. Xenobiotics. Xenobiotics, these are substances that are para siyang antibiotic, no? Synthetic substances that are introduced to our body. These are usually a component of what do you call this one? Processed food, component of the things that we apply to our skin, okay, component of plastics, component of anything that is not natural. Okay, these are called xenobiotics. Inflammation. Okay, again, in our product presentation, we have discussed that inflammation is a marker of a disease. Okay, but inflammation, if it's acute, it's a good response. It's a good immune response. Kasi it's a short-term inflammation. It means that the body is doing its healing and repair because something is disturbed. And that inflammation occurs only for a short period of time because the healing and restoration is achieved. Kaya acute. But if the inflammation is chronic or pabalik-balik, okay, it means that merong hindi na-achieve, uh, hindi na re-repair, hindi na heal, kaya continuous na nag-heal, continuous na nagtatrabaho, or at kaya nagpo-pose ng stress doon sa tissue. So again, inflammation can lead to disease. And also again, like what we've talked about earlier, yung gut flora. And yung lipid peroxidation. Lipids, these are fats, good fats. Okay, good fats that are component of our diet, they need to be properly digested, or they need to be properly what do you call this one, metabolized, because their component is very important in the maintenance of the cell membrane, because our cell membrane is composed mostly of lipids. And also the lipids, or the building blocks of lipids, are also important in supporting the integrity of the cells of the brain. So ayan. So when the lipids are oxidized instead of metabolized, okay, it can lead to diseases. Again, the word oxidation is a very is a reaction that it's a chemical reaction that creates products that poses great dangers to our health. Okay. Metabolism is a general term for chemical reaction that means extraction of good substances, or releasing of good substances to support our health. So ayan. So nakikita niyo po, no, ang dami pong mga bagay-bagay that can lead to the occurrence of diseases. At lahat pong ito ay available. At lahat pong ito ay na-encounter na po natin. On the other hand, if you're going to look dito sa kabila, things that sustain health, napakasimple lang po. Nutrients, good nutrients, amino acid, proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, good fats, water, vitamins, minerals, and now we need to include phytochemicals or phytonutrients also to sustain health. Okay, good sleep. This is very expensive nowadays kasi a lot of people they are sleeping, they are resting, but they do not have good quality sleep. Good quality sleep between the hours of 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. is a conducive environment for the human body to allow restoration and repair sa lahat ng systems. So if you achieve good quality sleep between 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. without disturbance, okay, then you are helping or supporting the function of your systems in restoring and healing yung nagamit nila or na-encounter nilang stress nung kayo ay gising. Okay, so it is important to have that. Okay, because we have this gland in our in our head, pineal gland, that is ano sa clock, sa circadian rhythm. So when it's nighttime, kailangan yung pumikit, kailangan yung matulog kasi that's the best time for your body to do its healing and repair and restoration. So kapag umaga, even if you're resting, hindi ganun ka-efficient yung pag-heal because the body is designed to do a different job when it's daytime. Kasi we are not nocturnal human beings. Okay? We are diurnal human beings, meaning to say dapat ano tayo, gising tayo sa umaga at tulog tayo sa gabi. Okay. Physical activity. Ang physical activity, kasi there nowadays, because of the occurrence of technology and development, marami na ang mga, what do you call this one, may sedentary lifestyle. Okay, so during that time, hindi na move ng masyado yung nutrients, hindi rin na drain yung mga toxins. So physical activity is important. Yung tamang physical activity lang to also support the lymphatic system. Our lymphatic system is the sewerage system of the body. It means that it is responsible for draining the toxins. Because it's not good na nag-detox tayo, nagtanggal tayo ng toxin, and dinump lang natin sa liver without moving the toxin away from the organ and having it, what do you call this one, released through either defecation, urination, or breathing of carbon dioxide, because that's also a waste or a toxin, or pagpapapawis. Okay, so we need to have physical activities for detox. Laughing is also important. Hindi lang smiling kasi yung muscles lang dito ang naapektuhan. Laughing, if you laugh, if you will notice, there are certain muscles in your respiratory and digestive system that uh, works together to produce that laughter sound. Okay? If you laugh a lot, you are increasing your positive frequency, and you're also helping uh, the vagus nerve to exercise. The vagus nerve is very important because it's the one that connects the gut to the brain. The communication between the gut and brain is very important. If you laugh, laugh and laugh, laughter is the best medicine, sabi nga sa Bible, um, the vagus nerve is innervated. If the vagus nerve is innervated, proper communication between gut and brain axis is achieved. So yung brain ninyo makaka-receive ng information sa gut, si brain magre-respond properly. So kung sinabi ni gut na may nakain ako na contaminant ng pagkain, may bacteria. So agad-agad si brain tatawagin niya utusan niya si immune system, um, natural killers ng immune system, pumunta doon. Tanggalin yung bacteria para hindi magkaroon ng infection. Or, naku, ang dami ng mga bacteria. O ikaw, hypothalamus, i-increase natin yung yung core temperature para mamatay yung bacteria. So that's how cells communicate. And they communicate in terms of because of their connection, the vagus nerve. So if you laugh a lot, or if you do that a lot, you are innervating your vagus nerve, and that is important um, for maintaining or sustaining the health. Social interaction. When you interact, when you talk to people, of course, when you increase your positive frequencies. And when you increase your positive frequencies, meaning to say, yung cells ninyo nagva-vibrate ng maayos, okay, nagme-metabolize ng maayos, hindi sila nasa-stress. So that's one reason why we need social, because we are all social animals, social beings. And of course, you have to also visit nature. Nature appreciation increases also your positive frequency. So napakasimple lang ng kailangan nating gawin para tayo ay makasustain ng health. Tama po ba? Okay. So now, the reason why I have uh, discuss those things is for you to understand that those are the things that are very important to support um, the nutrients that you are introducing to your body. Because if you have a knowledge or if you know all of these things that work together to support health, and if you increase uh, an introduction of good nutrients to your body, then you're also increasing your potential or your function or the potential of your systems to get you to a good healing journey, a good health and wellness journey. So here in the screen right now is the what do you call this one? The map of the different nutrients, micro and macronutrients that are found in our product, Equi Spirulina. So these are mostly B vitamins, minerals, amino acids, essential and non-essential, the different antioxidants and the different vitamins and the different macro minerals, molecules. Macromolecules, carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, um, those are macromolecules, meaning to say they're the ones that are needed by the body in large amounts. Micromolecules, vitamins, minerals, they're the ones that are needed by the body in small amounts. Okay, but there are certain studies that's in pursuit ngayon na sinasabi na mas magandang i-increase ang micromolecules because karamihan na ngayon ng macromolecules na i-introduce natin sa katawan natin, proteins, fats, carbohydrates, ay hindi na native macromolecules. Mostly mga non-native na walang magdadigest. Okay? So however, the micro minerals or micro molecules such as the vitamins and minerals, okay, kailangan yan ng ating katawan for metabolism. So as you can see here, the B vitamins are catalysts in converting food or nutrients in the body into energy. So that's why our Equi Spirulina is an energizer. Okay, because it is very rich in B vitamins. They are very much essential in the growth and function of the different vital organs of the body up to the DNA function. So importante yan na suportahan yung bawat molecule ng DNA na kinikerry ng 37 trillion cells natin. The amino acids that are present here, essential and non-essential, provide the foundation for building proteins. Sabi ko nga kanina, most of the proteins, macromolecules that are introduced into the body are not native anymore, meaning to say they do not have enzymes that can digest them into amino acids. Kaya yung amino acids na nandoon sa protein na yun, hindi natin nagagamit kasi hindi na nadadigest yung non-native proteins na inintroduce. But if we have native amino acids such as this, as you can see here in the presentation, from alanine to tyrosine, isoleucine to valine, these are all native amino acids. If you give it to your body, then altogether they will produce a lot of proteins if they are metabolized because they're the ones that help build the different protein requirements of our body. So you see, you're providing nutrients to your body. Okay, enzymes help catalyze reaction in the body. Minerals act as coenzymes and cofactors. So yung mga mineral component ng Equi Spirulina natin are very important helpers in the different enzymes that we have so that they can help fasten or catalyze the different reactions that are happening in the body. Kasi imagine human beings without enzymes. Pag walang enzymes ang human beings or ang living things sa buong mundo hindi nag-provide ng enzymes, matatagalan na mag-create ng protein, matatagalan mag-digest ng pagkain. So yung immediate need nung cell or immediate need nung katawan para mag-function siya, hindi ka agad-agad mabibigay. So that's why it is very important that we have minerals and vitamins actually because they act as coenzymes and cofactors. Okay. And now we have here the different pigments of component of the Equi Spirulina. These are the complete pigment spectrum. These are all phytonutrients. Katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, ang phytonutrients ngayon ay kasama na diet requirement because ang phytonutrients ang tutulong sa pag-increase ng antioxidant sa ating katawan. And ang antioxidant, they are the ones that provide protection from oxidative stress, from free radicals, and from preventing a lot of different chronic diseases. Okay, so pagkikita nyo, kompleto siya ng pigment, chlorophyll, red pigment, carotenoid, then we have the yellow pigment, the yellow carotenoid, and then we have the blue pigment, the phycocyanin. So dito pa lang, pag titignan ninyo ang kanyang benefit na ipoprovide, chlorophyll is a very good support for the immune system and very good support for detoxification. And it is detoxification, it purifies the blood and it improves bowel function because it contains fiber. Red carotenoids in the form of this, yung nandyan nakasulat, okay, they because of the intensity of the color, again, the more intense the color of the pigment, the more is its antioxidant capacity. The darker the color of the plant, the higher is its antioxidant content. Okay, and then if it contains a lot of pigments, it has a lot of antioxidants. Okay, so this one provides us with powerful antioxidants. The blue pigment gives us anti-inflammatory support. It also helps us repair tissues. Okay, kaya nga tinawag siyang anti-tumor or anti-cancer pigment. And then the yellow pigment supports our eyes because it helps decrease macular degeneration, which we will all experience as we grow old. Pero at least hindi sana mag-progress into a condition of blindness if we give a good nutrient to our vitamin A or yellow pigment to our eyes for eye health. So plant pigments have powerful antioxidant activities that help delay aging, repair the nervous system. They have anti-tumor, anti-inflammation, and anti-atherogenicity or the accumulation of lipoproteins in the arteries because they are powerful antioxidants. They protect the body against all of these factors of stresses, which, for example, mga lipoproteins or fatty substances. Okay, so ito yung different health benefits na makukuha natin sa spirulina. Foundational nutrition, it contains essential nutrients. It supports gut health because it is a good prebiotic. It contains a lot of fibers. It improves gastrointestinal motility. That is also important in the digestion of food. If your peristaltis or peristaltic movement is impaired, yung movement, yung paggiling is impaired, mahihirapan ding mag-digest ng pagkain. So it supports good gastrointestinal motility. It removes intestinal toxins. It contains minerals that help remove the minerals that are or the toxins that are bound to the linings of the gut. It improves constipation because it has fiber. It supports immune function. The presence of zinc and vitamin D3 is important because it promotes the activity of natural killer cells. These are one of the soldiers of our immune system. It provides antioxidant nutrients that improves the redox capacity of cells. Okay, protects the mitochondria by increasing the activity of superoxide dismutase. This is an enzyme that protects the mitochondria from being oxidized para hindi tayo manghina. It provides anti-inflammatory nutrients that inhibit the inflammatory pathways. So meaning to say, ini-increase niya yung, binababaan niya yung inflammation, provides antimicrobial nutrients that helps in breaking down bacterial biofilms. These are all infectious bacteria that have created colonies already in the linings of the stomach. Spirulina is a good chelator of this biofilm. So meaning to say, tinatanggal niya yung biofilm na nagtatakip doon sa bacterial colony, releasing the colony and driving them away from the gut, giving it doon sa, what do you call this one, sa liver. Okay, it provide protection to the lungs and the liver, provides anti-hypertensive nutrients such as the amino acid arginine. Arginine is very important in increasing the nitric oxide component of our blood vessels, our superhighways, because nitric oxide is responsible for causing the blood vessels to be elastic. Okay, so arginine, which is an amino acid component of spirulina, supports blood vessels, heart and blood vessel health, mitigate the effect of toxins such as heavy metals and exogenous substances because it is a good, it contains fiber that aids in detoxification. It provides anti-diabetic and neuroprotective nutrients. When we say anti-diabetic, it increases insulin sensitivity. Kaya yung mga sugar sa blood napapapasok sa cell because spirulina minerals and amino acids increases insulin activity, and neuroprotective nutrients because it provides good fats to our brain cells that supports yung covering, protecting the brain and the spinal cord covering. It improves the skin by enhancing wound healing and collagen production. It improves anemia by supplying iron and vitamin B12. It helps in pain management because it provides one of the best prostaglandins, the gamma-linolenic acid that regulates pain. Okay, remember yung kanyang component na meron siyang mga fatty acids. This is a good fatty acid. It is when it is provided in the gut, it is directly directly it directly supports the pain center of the brain. So kaya nating mag-manage ng pain because of this GLA. It protects the eye health. Remember the yellow pigment. Regulates bad cholesterol levels. So binababaan nila yung LDL, yung low density lipoprotein, bad cholesterol. Promotes balanced pH level. It provides alkalinity in the body without it disturbing the pH of the gut. It doesn't disturb the pH of the gut, but alkalinity in the body, meaning to say the fluids in the body, the extracellular fluids, including the blood. Okay, it increases the capacity of the cells to resist mental and physical fatigue because it provides energy because of the vitamin B12 component that is able to extract or allow the use of energy or the what do you call this one, release of energy para mag-provide kaagad ng ATP sa cell. It helps address malnutrition problem because it contains a lot of nutrients that the cells will use. It aids in managing depression and anxiety problems. Remember the vagus nerve? Okay, that is the connection between the gut and the brain. So if we keep the gut healthy by providing it with good nutrition coming from Equi Spirulina, it provides good communication, good balance of communication sa brain. So therefore, lahat ng taong may depression, lahat ng taong may anxiety ay matutulungan na mag-process ng maayos. Okay, kasi ang mga taong may depression and anxiety ay merong mga chemical imbalances in the brain. So somehow it aids in that part of health support. So here is how you are going to recommend Equi Spirulina. So this is good for all people, for all ages. So the recommendation of intake is for ages 0 to 2 years old, you can give them 1 to 2 tablets a day. Okay, for 3 to 12 years old, 4 to 6 tablets a day. For 13 to 19 years old, 9 to 15 tablets a day. For adults, 12 to 20 tablets a day. For senior adults, 12 tablets a day. Actually, may allowance pa yan. Meron pang, pwede pang damihan, pwede pang kontihan, but this is the recommendation. Okay, so this will serve as your guide. So those with health issues, they should have a minimum of 12 tablets intake. Hindi dapat bababa sa 12 tablets. So depending on your health issues, okay, a minimum of 12 tablet is needed for you to take in a day. So this is also best for pregnant women. They can have 30 to 50 tablets a day for the entire pregnancy cycle. Okay? Now, wag nating pilitin ang mga pregnant women kasi sometimes they have this anxiety or they have this, what do you call this one? Medyo hesitant sila to take this. So, if they're, para wag na natin silang bigyan ng stress, no? But if they're open into it, they need to take 30 to 50 tablets a day for the entire pregnancy cycle. It's because they're feeding themselves and their baby. Remember, ang nutrient content ng spirulina is very high in B vitamins. B vitamins are very important in supporting the brain and spinal cord development. Also supporting the production of good microbiome. So that is important in the development of a baby in the womb. For lactating moms, 15 to 20 tablets a day. So hindi naman siya pwedeng i-recommend sa mga sumusunod. Remember, this is pure spirulina, pure Arthrospira platensis. So patients with the following conditions: hyperthyroidism, because it has a lot of iodine, so hindi natin siya pwedeng ibigay sa may hyperthyroidism. Patients undergoing dialysis, hindi rin siya recommended. Patients with autoimmune disease, hindi rin siya masyadong recommended. Patients with psoriasis and lupus, hindi rin siya recommended. So ano ang substitute? Kung meron kayong ma-encounter na ganitong patient, we will recommend Equi-Total Care. Okay, ang Equi-Total Care for the following patients, okay, it is best given before bedtime. So 2 capsules before bedtime. Ayan po. So that is your guide. Okay. Now let's go to the free radical discussion. So here, during my product presentation, I have presented this pathway where for the occurrence of abnormal cells. The trigger for that is the accumulation of free radicals in the body. Free radicals are everywhere. And according to study, like kaninang umaga when I attended my, what do you call this one, a certain, the free radical summit that I have attended earlier, it is estimated that every cell in the body withstands 10,000 hits by free radicals each day. So imagine 10,000 hits tayo ng free radicals. Sana 10,000 hits din ang ating money ano. Okay, but then 10,000 hits tayo ng free radicals each day. So imagine the free radical uh, cocktail that we are experiencing and the free radical stress that your tissue is going to experience when these free radicals are not removed. Okay, so that's the reason why we have to fortify or we have to mag-imbak tayo ng maraming antioxidant because glutathione cannot do this alone. Glutathione is an antioxidant that helps protect our cells, but it cannot operate alone without the help of other antioxidants to protect the entire well-being of the cell and the metabolism that it is doing. Kasi kapag naapektuhan yan, then here comes oxidative stress, here comes inflammation. Inflammation is good if it is acute, if it is healed, if natanggal yung free radicals, na heal and na repair, na restore. But if the free radical is still there, it can contribute to chronic inflammation, which can lead to chronic disease because of tissue damage. And if tissue is damaged, ang susunod dyan, yung DNA na nilalaman na pinoprotektahan natin na nasa kalagitnaan ng cell, will undergo a lot of mutations. And then if there are a lot of mutations, there will be an expression of abnormal or alien cells which are tagged as cancer cells. Okay, so cells are already at a stressful state once free radicals are formed internally or free radicals are circulating in the outer fluids. So they are being bombarded by a lot of free radicals sa loob at sa labas. So to remove the free radicals and prevent it from making further damage, antioxidants should aid and support the cells so it can be restored and bring back to its function to help the organ or tissue it is made up of. So ang panlaban talaga natin ng free radical is antioxidants. Now in this particular product, we have a product that is made up of pure antioxidants, antioxidant, and that is the product we source from Aronia melanocarpa. And these are the different or the antioxidant component of aronia. They are free radical scavengers, meaning to say sila yung naglilinis, sila yung mga basurero kasi basura ang free radicals. Sila yung kumukuha ng free radicals and they heal the cell from cellular damage. Aronia has the highest amount of good antioxidants, as you can see here, and it is also ranked as the berry that has the highest capacity for highest ORAC value, highest antioxidant uh, capacity. Okay, so here is an illustration, if you can see, of free radical damage in the body. So makikita ninyo na isang free radical can cause a lot of domino effect doon sa cell. So nakita niyo yung blue free radical yon, ang agaw ng electron dito. So naging free radical ito. Tapos dahil naging free radical na siya, yung katabi niya agawan din niya ng electron. Then nagkaroon na ng cascade of oxidative damages dyan. So nakikita niyo yung tissue na yan, nagkakaroon na siya ng kulay na red kasi nagkakaroon na siya, unti-unti na siyang nagkakaroon ng oxidative stress. Okay, so oxidation leads to cellular damage, which accelerates aging, lowers vitality, and increases the risk for chronic disease. So that is what, so imagine 10,000 hits of free radicals a day ang nangyayari. So kailangan natin ng mas mataas na antioxidant to uh, to defend our body against that 10,000 hits of free radicals. So the more antioxidant nutrients present in the cell and its environment, the greater is the repair action for those cells affected by free radical oxidation. So here in the illustration, as you can see here, the red is the free radical, the green is your antioxidant. So as you can see, the antioxidant contains a lot of electrons that it can donate to your free radicals because free radicals are electron grabbers. Okay? Kinukuha nila yung electron sa normal cells. Kaya si normal cell nagiging deficient ng electron. Nagiging free radical din siya. So si free radical na nang agaw ng electron, okay, nagiging normal, okay, kaya lang free radical siya, okay. Tapos itong inagawan niya, siya yung kapalit, siya yung naging kapalit. So parang naggaganunan lang ang nangyayari, kaya nga nagkakaroon ng cascade of effects. But antioxidants are the ones providing electron for the free radicals so they will not disturb the stable molecules that are native to the cells. Remember, free radicals are not native to the cells. They are just substances that cause disturbance to the cells. So we need a defender for that, and that would be in the form of antioxidants. And the best antioxidant defender for this free radical is in the form of antioxidants found in our source, Aronia melanocarpa. So that's why we have Ultima17 to protect us against 10,000 hits of free radicals a day. Okay, so what is your recommendation? Kids ages 9 years old and up can take 1 to 2 capsules before bedtime because free radicals, the brain is a sponge for free radicals. So if your kids are always, there are a lot of things that causes the production of free radicals. And one of those things is radiation, EMF, cell phone. What else? Sunburn. What else? Processed food. What else? Stress. So children that are exposed to eating processed foods or that are exposed to using gadgets for like more than 4 hours a day, okay, they are already causing a negative vibration on their cells, causing a lot of free radical damage. Okay, so kids ages 9 years old and above are recommended to have 1 to 2 capsules before bedtime. Okay, the antioxidant content of Ultima can scavenge the free radicals that are deposited in the brain. And if the free radicals are removed in the brain cells will have enough space for memories. Kaya memory booster ang Ultima. Okay. Adults, 1 to 2 capsules before bedtime for prevention purposes. Now, for those suffering from chronic non-communicable diseases such as uh, chronic gout, chronic arthritis, chronic diabetes, chronic hypertension, or depending on the condition and the severity, okay, this is the allowance. They will take 6 to 12 capsules a day, 30 minutes to 1 hour before meal. So they can start taking 6 capsules, 2, 2, 2, 9 capsules, 3, 3, 3, 12 capsules, 4, 4, 4. So depending on the condition and the severity. Okay. Those suffering from cancer, our recommendation is 15 to 20 tablets a day before meal. Again, the requirement is 30 minutes to 1 hour before meal. Now, since it is pure antioxidant, they are scavengers of damaged tissues and free radicals and catalyze, or meaning to say they speed up healing and repair. So this is our recommendation so that they can get, remember people with chronic diseases, they are already bombarded with a lot of free radicals, a lot of oxidative stress, and a lot of inflammation. So they need more help. They need more antioxidants to help lower this bombardment. Okay? Kaya nga, look at our recommendation, may allowance na ganun, 6 to 12 capsules. Those suffering from cancer, imagine niyo yan, it's a perfect storm of inflammation ang cancer, perfect storm of damaged tissue. So they need higher amounts of antioxidants. So that's why our recommendation is 15 to 20 tablets a day. Okay, so here is an example of the different types of free radical oxidative stress that can be experienced by our different organs. So in the brain, if the oxidative stress is not removed, then that person can have the following conditions: Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, depression, migraine, bipolar disorder, even cancer in the brain, autism, because the brain is deficient of nutrients. Okay? And the free radicals are the ones controlling the metabolism of the brain. In the same way with the other different organs here, example in the heart, if you have a lot of free radicals, it can contribute to the accumulation of plaques. It can contribute to uh, the depletion of arginine that that decreases the elasticity of the blood vessels. Okay. Kidney, it can contribute to inflammation in the kidney. Skin, okay, free radical, you can see it very well if you have a lot of free radicals in your skin. It's because of the occurrence of wrinkles, a lot of eczema, because eczema is inflammation, a lot of pimples, acne. That's one example of free radical damage. Okay, and a lot more. So in short, these are the different conditions that one might encounter if the free radicals or oxidative stress in the body is not removed. Okay, so wag na natin papuntahin dyan. Because let's go back to that. When we give the body a lot of antioxidant supply, we supply the body with that from pure Aronia melanocarpa, then we have a defender, okay, for this toxin, the free radicals, and the oxidative stress that it causes. Okay. Also, as we age, okay, our glutathione levels decreases. So as you can see here in our, so that going back to my discussion, Ultima 17 is very important because we are now, our modern world is a toxic cocktail already. And most of the toxins that are present everywhere are free radicals. So that's why it is important that we start with Ultima 17 and Spirulina in our journey to well-being. And if we have a condition that we need to target its healing, okay, for example, we have a condition in the heart na kailangan ng healing or kailangan ng hindi mag-progress into worsening a condition, then we can add another supplement to aid the body in its total repair. Okay. So as we age, there as you can see here, there is a decrease in glutathione level. So yung red, yan yung glutathione level, tapos yung black, yan yung oxidative stress level as the glutathione level decreases. So tignan nyo kung saan sila nag-intersect. Nag-intersect sila between siguro 25 and 50 sa gitna. So at the age of 26 to 50, okay, nandyan lahat yung yung core ng pagbababa ng glutathione at nandyan lahat ng oxidative stress. So that's why we need to support our body with in its production for glutathione, especially the liver, because the liver is the organ that produces glutathione and supplies this glutathione to all of the cells. Okay, let me give you a brief summary on how liver detoxifies. Most of the toxins that liver detoxifies are fat-soluble toxins, because the water-soluble toxins are easily removed by the body through the skin, pagpapawis, through kidney, through urination, and through what you call this one, respiration, paghinga. But the fat-soluble toxins, they need to be metabolized and they need to be processed in the liver for detoxification. And this is the detoxification pathway in the liver. So you have a fat-soluble toxin that is dumped by your intestine to your liver. So once it's there, you need the following nutrients to support the detoxification of this fat substance in its first in its to support this fat substance. So you need B vitamins, you need folate, you need glutathione, you need antioxidants, you need carotenoids, you need vitamin E, you need vitamin C, and you need zinc during the step 1 process of detoxification. So as you can see here, you need glutathione, you need spirulina, and you need antioxidants. And then in step 2, okay, as it is being detoxified, kasi mahabang proseso yan, okay, you need a lot of amino acids, a lot of minerals, okay, magnesium, selenium, sulfur, molybdenum, and vitamin B12 to aid in the process. You need a lot of the following amino acids: glutamine, glycine, thyrine, cysteine, methionine. As you can see here, these amino acids are also the um, essentials for creating glutathione, right? So it is very important that amino acid precursors of glutathione and the glutathione antioxidant is present during detoxification. Okay, so that when step 1 is achieved and step 2 is achieved, the toxin, the fat-soluble toxin, is now converted into a non-toxic substance, and it is now ready for elimination via the genital organs, which are the skin in terms of magiging sweat, okay? Um, mag mag-agitate siya ng gallbladder. Fats kasi, remember the fats are emulsified by the bile from the gallbladder so that it can be metabolized into small uh, metabolites. Kidneys in terms of urine, and even stools. Okay? So metabolic end products, microorganisms, drugs, alcohol, contaminants, pollutants, and insecticides, pesticides, food additives, these are the ones that are being detoxified by the liver here. So imagine niyo pag kayo ay nagkaroon ng infection, dito siya dadaan. Pag kayo ay alcoholic, dito rin siya dadaan. Pag kayo ay mahilig sa processed food, mahilig sa preservative food additives, lahat ng kinain yung food additives, dito rin siya dadaan. Okay. Imagine if you have all of these nutrients available in the liver that are ready to help in detoxifying these toxins, then detoxification pathway is smooth. Smooth yan. And then you will eliminate all of these toxins at once without endangering your health. And if you have if you have the important antioxidants in the body, such as glutathione, because as this is being processed in the liver, the glutathione is protecting the liver cells para hindi siya ma-damage. Dahil imagine niyo toxin, lason ang gumagalaw sa loob ng cells ng liver. So it needs a lot of glutathione for it to be protected. So for you to understand how toxins are detoxified, in the liver, ito po yun. And this is just one of the 65,000 enzyme reactions that is happening inside the liver, plus the production of glutathione. So if you love your body, don't put toxins too much into it so that it will, it will not put burden on your liver. Kung kulang pa kayo ng mga ganitong nutrients na kailangan para mag-detoxify, papaano niya ngayon i-detoxify yung toxin kung wala siyang ganyang nutrients? So imagine that. So that's why it is very important that we have spirulina, because spirulina contains these nutrients that are showing in your screen right now that are requirements for the detoxification pathway of the liver. Okay. Glutathione levels also protect the brain. Again, it is very important for cellular activity, for the cell function, because it is a protective covering and a protective component of the cells. Now, if sufficient glutathione is not available, the toxins will overload the liver and lead to fat-soluble toxins being stored in your fatty tissues. So kung hindi niya kayang kompletuhin yung detoxification pathway kasi kulang siya ng nutrients, saan pupunta yung toxins ninyo? Sa fatty tissues. So this goes this goes to say that if you have a lot of stored fats in your adipose tissue, it means those toxins are not properly detoxed in your liver. Then it means that there are certain nutrients in the liver that are absent or deficient. That's why it cannot process these toxins. Thereby, they are being deposited in your fatty tissues. Okay, another one. The central nervous system, breast, and prostate are the most susceptible areas. Okay, if the toxins are not, what do you call this one, detoxified in the liver, saan sila i-deposit? Sa breast, sa prostate, at saka sa CNS, the control center of the brain. So doon sila tatambak. That's why we have to have a lot of antioxidant to also process or to remove or to protect these organs from premature aging and from disturbing their functions. Now, many researchers credit the increase in neurological and immune-related problems to depleted cellular glutathione. So that's why we have to have a sustained supply of glutathione in our cells. The brain produces more free radicals than any other tissues and is therefore in need of more glutathione than any other region. So it is very important that we sustain the amount of glutathione in the body. Now, glutathione plays a significant role in immune function because glutathione strengthens the T cells. These are natural killer cells that are very much critical in modulating the immune system appropriately, meaning to say, minomodulate nila yung reaction ng immune system. Karamihan kasi ng immune system, kapag na-excite ng masyado, nag-overreact. So pag nag-overreact ang ating immune system, lahat ng mga kasamang mga histamines, mga cytokines na tutulong sa pagsugpo ng foreign substance or yung foreign material na pumasok, ma-overproduce din. So an overreactive immune system and an overproduced cytokines and chemokines, lipokines, lahat na ng mga chemicals na kailangan sa pagsugpo ng kalaban ay overly produced din. So what happens, there will be an inflammatory reaction of the entire body. So si immune system overreactive, hindi na modulate yung kanyang what do you call this one? Hindi na modulate yung kanyang response doon sa what do you call this one, foreign material. whether it's pathogen, virus, parasites, bacteria, or a toxin, overproduce din ng mga chemicals na kailangan sa paglaban, magkakaroon ng inflammation. Pag hindi tumigil yung over-responsive immune system na yan, hindi din tumigil yung uh, production ng cytokines and chemokines na yan, hindi titigil si inflammation. So what's going to happen? Magkakaroon ng chronic oxidative stress yung tissue. Tapos malilito ngayon si immune system, bakit ba kami nag-produce ng ganito? Saan namin to gagamitin? O so anong mangyayari? Gagamitin nila yan kung saan-saan hanggang sa yung katawan na mismo ang lalabanan nila instead na yung dapat nilang labanan. So that's why we need to modulate our immune system response. So we need a lot of antioxidants that will moderate those responses. Because in the absence of these important antioxidants such as glutathione, mahihirapan mag-modulate ang ating immune system. So that's one of the importance of glutathione. Okay, so glutathione is an important ingredient in our product Equi Glutaheart. And aside from the glutathione and the precursors of glutathione, the amino acid component nutrient of Equi Glutaheart, it also contains plaque breakers and traffic management substances because it targets yung traffic sa heart. Okay, because of the accumulation of heavy molecules in the form of plaques. Kaya nga sila tinawag na plaque breakers. Okay, so may mga nagsisend ng email. Yes, acknowledge, acknowledge. Okay. So these are an ensemble of enzymes that are found in our Equi Glutaheart. So we have nattokinase. Ang trabaho ng nattokinase ay tunawin yung blood clots. Okay, kung blood yun na nag-aggregate, nagkukos ng traffic, tutunawin niya yon. Okay, tutulungan din niya na mag-degrade o mag-dissolve ng anything na obstruction doon sa blood vessel. Kasi pantunaw siya, enzyme siya. So that yung structure ng blood vessel is maintained. Dahil kapag maraming nakadikit na na substances doon sa wall ng blood vessel, tumitigas yung part na yon. Hindi na nagiging elastic yung blood vessel for circulation. So imaginein mo ito, punong-puno to ng mabigat na nakadikit. Magiging elastic pa ba siya? Hindi na. So mahihirapan sa circulation. So kailangan i-maintain yung elasticity ng blood vessel by removing the heavy molecules that are deposited doon sa gilid wall ng blood vessel. So those are the plaques. Ang black garlic extract naman, ang trabaho niya, it prevents further buildup of plaques. Kasi katulad nga sa ating product presentation, di ba ang unang kumakabit dyan sa blood vessel ay yung calcium minerals. Tinatakpan siya ng cholesterol. Okay. Pag may cholesterol na yan, pag merong dumadaan na cholesterol, ma-attract niya, itong cholesterol na nandito, ma-attract na yung cholesterol na mag-bind. To the point na nagbi-build up na sila dyan, bumibigat na to, bibigat siya ng bibigat. Okay? So, si nattokinase, habang tinutunaw niya ito, si black garlic extract naman, piniprevent niya yung pag-ano ng cholesterol. So, parang siya yung ano ba yung laro na, dito ka. So, pinapamove niya si cholesterol. Kaya traffic management. Yan. Para hindi mahirapan si nattokinase. And then on the other hand, si hawthorn berry extract naman, okay, aids in reducing and managing blood pressure. Kasi remember, if there are plaques or deposit of plaques in the vessels, the blood vessels, the circulation or the pressure is high. Okay, and mahihirapan ngayon makareceive ng nutrients yung mga cells na nasa dulong-dulo na kasi nga mataas ang pressure. So itong si hawthorn berry naman, ang ginagawa niya, minamanage niya yung blood pressure. And piniprevent niya yung further hardening ng arteries para maging elastic yung blood vessel at makapag-circulate ng mabuti yung mga nutrients at oxygen. So itong ensemble ng tatlong ito ay maganda kasi nagtutulungan sila para i-remove yung plaque na nandoon sa blood vessels. So, it is, ay, bakit bumalik siya? It is included in our product, Equi Glutaheart. So what is our recommendation for Equi Glutaheart? So for 18 years old and above, they should take 2 capsules before bedtime. Okay, I forgot to make mention, since it is glutathione, meron siyang bonus, syempre, na glow sa skin. But you know what? This is not the, this is just a bonus. Okay? The important benefit that you can get from EquiGlutaheart is clearing of the traffic doon sa superhighway ninyo and continuous sustainable production of glutathione that protects your cells. Yun yun. And then it also aids in the detoxification pathway that is being done by the liver, so that the liver will not be stressed when it is detoxifying the toxins na kailangan niyang i-detoxify. Okay? So 18 years old and above should take 2 capsules before bedtime. Best health support for the following: thrombosis, or anyone with, for example, ng thrombosis, yung mga may varicose veins, no? Pwede ito. Vascular diseases, yan. Varicose veins, stroke, embolism, aneurysm, yung mga may fatty liver. Itong mga ito kasi nagde-develop itong mga ito because of lifestyle. These are all lifestyle driven conditions. Okay, sedentary lifestyle, fatty food introduction, a lot of fatty and processed food introduction to your diet. Ito yun. Ito yung pwedeng meron na kayo. Parkinson's disease and other movement disorders, kasi because of low glutathione in the brain. Stroke and transient ischemic attacks, ito yung mga, yun nga, yung nagkaroon na ng atake na may konting difficulty in movement, kailangan nating supplyan ng maraming glutathione at kailangan nating continuous ang paglinis ng blood vessels para wala ng second attack. Depression and anxiety, because it also aids in clearing the the brain. Okay, now for those with health issues, they should take 6 capsules a day, 30 minutes before meal. Okay, so bakit hindi siya pwede sa mas bata na ano? Actually, pwede siya 9 years old. Okay, kaya lang kung ang tawag dito, if that child is already, or if yung bata ay na-expose na sa maraming processed food at saka maraming what do you call this one, synthetic na pagkain, kailangan na rin natin linisin yung kanyang blood vessels. So pwede siya 1 capsule before bedtime. Okay, so that is Equi Glutaheart. Now we go to Equi Viraquill. In Equi Viraquill, this is composed of 10 essential oils. So again, 1 essential oil is good, 2 essential oils are better. Imagine the power of 10 essential oils. Kasi according to studies, if you combine 2 important essential oils together, they will increase the frequency of your cells and help increase your potential to healing and repair and restoration of whatever damage na ano. So they will also increase your immune function. Okay. Now, this product was formulated since 2018 and it is intended for HIV patients. Okay? And this is good for any viral infection. So if you have encountered viral infections, HIV, COVID, ano pa, chickenpox, okay, kung wala kayong vaccine ng chickenpox before, okay, you need to take 2 soft gels every 4 to 6 hours until symptoms subside, or at least 2 to 3 days straight. And then instead na 4 to 6 hours ang pag-take mo, gagawin mo na lang siyang 3 times a day. Okay, the reason being is that you have to fortify, you have to provide these essential oils in your cells to disrupt the viral life cycle that is happening inside your cells. Okay? So that they're going to manage that viral life cycle, and if it is already managed, they will call the immune system to take over. Yun po ang gawain ng essential oils. Hindi sila but they will aid the body in managing the infection, the viral infection. Isa-subside nila yan to the point na pag na-control na nila yung replication, yung assembly, yung formation ng daughter viruses, okay, saka na ngayon papasok, saka na nila tatawagin ngayon si immune system na pwede na niya ngayon. Siya na ang mag-take over. Because the immune system, when we have infection, whether it's bacterial, viral, or whatever pathogen that has um, caused infection for us, okay, our body temperature, body core temperature is increases. This is the first attempt to destroy the pathogens na pumasok. So magkakalagnat, okay, magkakasipon, okay? Kasi that is the first attempt to destroy the pathogen. Okay. While it is attempting to destroy the pathogen, the immune system is also producing its soldiers to defend the body against the destructive infection of these pathogens. So pag mahina na sila, konti na lang sila, ito na si immune system, aatake. So kapag nawala na si lagnat, you feel better, ibig sabihin, the immune system has defended you against the occurrence of that infection. Now, if you are already showing symptoms of the disease, okay, it means that the immune system can no longer manage the activity of the virus kasi hinijack na ni virus yung normal activity ng cell. Hijacker kasi si virus. Yan. So what's going to happen, hindi na niya kaya, so magsa-stop siya. Okay? It will not stop you from defending, it will not stop it from defending you against other, but it will stop managing that na hindi niya kaya. So what you need to do is to provide reinforcement. And that reinforcement is in the form of essential oils. Okay. For everyday protection, since we are living in a world of pandemic of coronavirus, and actually may bago atang variant ulit, si Omicron, okay, you need to take 2 soft gels in the morning before meal, and you have to take another 2 soft gels before bedtime. For good oral hygiene, this is also maganda. Okay, use the content of 1 soft gel, mix it with 10 ml of warm water to gargle, or depending on gaano kadami yung water na gusto ninyo. So if you have tonsillitis, you do the same. You gargle na, as in gargle talaga. Because this has a powerful antibacterial and antiviral, anti-inflammatory benefit. So instead of what do you call this one? You should do this to help lessen the inflammation and to help destroy yung nagfo-form na colony ng bacteria. Okay, so ima-manage niyo yung formation ng bacterial colony para hindi lalong grumabe yung infection. Now, for treating wounds, cuts, and toothache, use the content of 1 soft gel and place it directly on the affected site. So for example, meron kayong sugat, nahiwa kayo, or lagyan nyo ng, may inflammation kasi yon, lagyan nyo ng laman. Putukin nyo na yun dito. Okay, meron kayong sakit sa ngipin, lagyan nyo rin siya. Anti-inflammation, antibacterial, anti-pain. Okay, what else? May pimples. Okay, may pimples sa mga mga teenagers, young adults. Okay, di ba? Minsan nagkakaroon ng breakout yung pimples. May bacterial infection. It's still bacteria. It's still viral. Okay, you put a little bit or that in the breakout. Okay, to dampen the inflammation and to eradicate, to what do you call this one, prevent the bacteria from ang tawag dito, replicating more and more. So magdadampen yan, natural pa. Okay, so those are some of the tips that you can use this product for. So this is very good for your protection, especially during these times of a coronavirus pandemic. Okay, and now we go to Equi Total Care. This product is formulated with a little bit of everything that we have discussed from the previous product. So it contains spirulina, hindi concentrated. It contains a few milligrams of spirulina for cell nutrition, to support cell nutrition. It also contains vitamin C complex from camu camu. Remember the vitamin C complex ingredient from this source. It is the complete set of cellular protection. Okay, so this is where you can source your natural vitamin C from Equi Total Care. It also contains a few milligrams of pure antioxidants from aronia. And then it contains an ensemble of enzymes, nattokinase for the heart and the blood vessels, digestive enzymes for to support gut health, serrapeptase to support the respiratory, the lungs and the bronchioles, the health of the lungs, and of course the curcumin, an anti-inflammatory agent. So this is all together in this one bottle to give us protection. Okay, how will you recommend this product? This is good for dialysis patients, stomach and gut issues because it contains digestive enzymes, hyperacidity, GERD, okay? Kids that have been exposed to eating processed foods to heal their gut, okay? Kasi nga, it contains enzymes, hyperthyroidism, okay? People who are prone to allergies, they have sinus problems, you can recommend them, you can recommend Equitotal Care. They have slight fever due to infection, you can recommend EquiTotal Care. Before and after invasive hospital procedures such as operation or blood works, pwede ito. Overall health support and as daily essentials. Kumbaga ito yung, kung sa conventional, meron tayong Centrum A to Z, sa EquiCell, meron tayong EquiTotal Care. Okay, kids 9 years old and above take 1 capsule before bedtime. Adults should take 2 capsules before bedtime. And those with health issues, if you want to include this in your regimen or in your protocol, they can take 4 to 6 capsules a day, 30 minutes before meals. So that is how we recommend these products. Again, these are all allowances and these are recommendations. Now, here is the thing that I would like for you to understand. So when you give recommended intake for these products, EquiCell products, and then if they develop certain reactions, we call these reactions as HERX reactions, if you're familiar with that term, or we call this the healing crisis, okay, die off, or the detox reaction. Because as you can see here, when you introduce natural substances to your body is already in a different shift before you introduce this pure natural uh, uh, ingredients. So they're in a different shift or different paradigm, okay, taking in everything that you're introducing to it. So if you introduce processed food, they have non-native substances. You introduce natural foods, they have native substances. Okay, and those that are foreign or non-native substances may be detoxified in your liver and are dumped and are excreted in your genital organs, or some of them are deposited in your adipose tissue. Okay, so ganun yung bottom line, nandun sila. So here comes your shift, nandito kayo, and here comes an introduction of natural substance. Okay, your body has already adjusted into this paradigm, and here you are, you're giving it natural substance. So your body will need to shift dito or dito kaagad. The shifting of the paradigm of your body from this, because of your lifestyle and your diet, pwedeng mag-umpisa mo na dito or pwedeng diretso na kaagad. Meaning to say, if nandito kayo at nag-shift siya dito upon introduction of natural products from EquiCell, slowly mag-a-adapt siya, then you may not probably undergo or experience the die-off or the HERX reaction. Okay? Because it's a smooth shift. Okay, smooth shift. Okay. On the other hand, if you are in here, because we don't know, hindi ko naman natin kasi alam kung ano po yung mga pinagdaanan ninyong mga toxins before, right? Yung mga kinain ninyo, in-introduce nyo before. If you are in here in this paradigm and you introduce EquiCell product, your body may not have a smooth shift to this, but to this first. Ito muna. And this is where this die-off reactions will show. So this is just a short-term reaction that your body needs to undergo. It may take few days or even months, okay, depending on the shifting adaptation of your body. Because this is a detoxification reaction. So imagine most of our ingredients are scavengers, naglilinis. Okay? And pag naglilinis sila, saan ang basurahan nila? Sa liver. Di ba po? So when the liver is accepting continuous dumi from the scavengers that we have introduced, again, the liver should contain important nutrients to process the basura. Remember the liver detoxification pathway. So nandyan siya, dapat nandoon. Okay. Now, as the body detoxifies, okay, dahil nagtatambak tayo ng basura, okay, that's yung basura na yun, hindi pa nakapila yan sa liver kasi hindi yan kaagad-agad pinaprocess one time, big time ni liver. Hindi niya pwedeng gawin yun dahil yung 65,000 enzyme function tsaka glutathione niya mako-compromise. Ima-manage niya yon depending on the amount of toxin na dinadump ng mga scavengers na inintroduce nyo sa katawan. And scavengers are good because naglilinis po sila. Imagine niyo from all systems, brain, heart, everything, they're all being dumped in the liver. Okay, magtatanong, hindi po ba masisira si liver? Hindi po ba? No. Nakapila lang po sila dyan, naghihintay para i-detoxify ni liver. Now, it is very important that we provide the liver with important nutrients coming from spirulina so that the detoxification pathway will be completed accordingly. Without the toxin being deposited in your adipose tissue and increase your chances of having chronic diseases. Okay po. So, importante na habang nadi-detoxify or habang tayo ay may underlying condition at bumili lang tayo ng, sabihin na natin bumili tayo ng Equi Glutaheart, wala tayong spirulina, dagdagan po natin ng spirulina. Because you know the importance of the nutrients from spirulina, especially in the detoxification pathway. Because Glutaheart is going to scavenge every plaque in the superhighway of the body. Scavenge every free radical also in the brain. Okay? So where will it be dumping its basura? Liver. So if we don't get nutrients from spirulina, nakapila lang yan kay liver. And once na nakastagnant siya kay liver, okay, nandun siya kay liver, walang nutrients, pupunta siya sa fat cells for deposition. So pag kayo ay nakakaramdam ng flu, ng headache, ng joint muscle pain, any form of discomfort while you are taking this product, it's because your body is shifting from here to here. And it has not yet achieved itong shift dito. And this shift is the Herxheimer or Herx reaction or the die-off. It needs to remove everything first. And the liver is just waiting to do its job. It will do its job. Hindi lang na i-compromise yung kanyang ginagawa. Of course, if we have a good functioning liver. So that's why we have to fortify it first with a lot of good nutrients coming from spirulina. So kung may nararamdaman po kayong ganyan, yung mga nakasulat dyan, and other symptoms na wala dito, okay, it's a shift from here to here. And it will take a few days. So what do you need to do? Okay, so what's happening there is ito nga, there is a release of toxins, proteins, and other oxidizing agents that results in an increase in inflammatory cytokines such as the following. Yun na natin isa-isa. Because when you're dumping toxins, tumutulong din ng ating immune system para eradicate yan. So sometimes magkakaroon din ng inflammation. Okay, but as soon as the liver does all the detoxification, kasi kompleto siya ng nutrients. Okay? Hindi nyo na kayo makakadaan sa HERX. Ano na yan? Dito na kayo kaagad. Okay? So, the symptoms of a die-off reaction are generally a worsening if there is an existing underlying condition. So, it's a case-to-case basis. So if you have an underlying condition, a chronic disease, for example, and if your body shift or your metabolic shift is from here to here, you'll be experiencing this and some other symptoms. Okay? Now, how do we manage that? How to manage the HERX reaction? Number one, hydration. It is best to hydrate properly while taking EquiCell products because water is a macromolecule. It is needed in large amounts. Okay, if before 8 to 10 glasses, ngayon, we need a minimum of 4 liters a day. Okay, to help the body deliver the nutrients and to help deliver the toxins to the liver and to help move yung mga toxins na na-process na sa drainage system, which is the lymphatic system, so that the lymphatic system can get rid of it through the genital organs. So that is um, um, one way of managing. Kasi for sure, while you're having, kasi this is the scientific observation and scientific studies. A lot of people that have chronic diseases do not hydrate properly. So if they could have hydrated, then their chronic disease will not have, progressed into ganitong progression. So yun nga, the secreto there is water. But, if you have chronic disease, sometimes you forget to hydrate properly. So now that you are taking natural supplements and still you're not hydrating and you feel this HERX reaction, then there is discomfort. So syempre na ano kayo, bakit ganito? It's because you're not hydrating. So that's number one. You have to hydrate. Okay. Now, if it becomes uncomfortable for you to do the hydration, okay. I'm seeing a lot of messages here. Okay, this is acknowledged. Mga emails ninyo. Okay. Um, if you are not comfortable with the HERX reaction, kasi sometimes your tolerance for discomfort is mababa, so you're not comfortable, you can slow down on your therapy. So say for example, if your body reacts to 12 tablets of spirulina, for example lang, if your body reacts to 12 tablets of spirulina because of HERX reaction, okay, and if you're not comfortable with it, you can slow down the intake. Okay, I'll make it 8, 6. Then, as you do that, your body is slowly shifting to this. And then if you don't feel the discomfort, and if you don't have any discomfort anymore, you go back to the recommended intake. So that's the time that your body is already, um, uh, ang tawag dito, uh, get ridden off of the different toxins. So that's another management. Slow down on your therapy. Next is you have to get lots of sleep. If you sleep between the hours of 11 p.m. to 4 a.m., that's the best time for the different systems of your body to undergo healing, repair, restoration. Okay, so if you took the nutrients or the product before sleeping, that's why we always recommend to take it before bedtime, because once it's there and if you get good quality sleep, then these nutrients will be in sync with the healing, repair, restoration that happens between 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. of good quality sleep. So you have to get lots of good quality sleep. Okay, another thing, humming. Humming increases good vibration, increases your frequency for positive vibration, and it also innervates your vagus nerve function. So if your vagus nerve function is innervated, you feel relaxed, you will be in the parasympathetic state. You will feel relaxed, you will feel rested, you won't feel any panic, because if nagpanic kayo because of certain reactions in your body, your shift, ito yung shift nyo, no? You will be in a sympathetic shift. Ito yun. That sympathetic shift is the freeze, fight, or flight. Freeze, fight, or flight. Panic. Okay? So when you are in that state, your brain is providing what you call this one, instructions to the rest of the system that there is a danger ahead. So stop everything that you are doing. Okay, escape from the danger. That's the sympathetic state. When you panic, andito ka. So, paano ka mapapunta dito kung nasa sympathetic state ka? panic because you saw this HERX reaction. Okay, iwasan natin yan. Hindi ko sinasabi na hindi tayo magpapanik. It's a natural reaction. But if we can train the body to calm down, be in a parasympathetic state, you hum kayo na mag-hum kayo ng deep humming, ang tawag dito, throatal or ang tawag dito, head tone na humming, you are increasing or innervating your vagus nerve function. The gut-brain axis is activated. So the brain can get information from the gut. The gut can provide instructions to the brain and vice versa, and help you manage everything, every discomfort that you're doing or that you are experiencing. So that is how some of the tips that you need to do if in case you encounter the HERX reaction or the die-off or the so-called healing or the transition state when you start to commit to uh, using EquiCell products. So that's how those are the some of the tips. Of course, you can also search this, or you can also ask other experts on this, but these are very good recommendations for you to allow your body to self-regulate on its own, because the body is designed as a very resistant machine, a healing machine. It's an all-in-one machine, okay, na natutulungan tayo para ma-sustain, makasurvive. Okay? And then the clock is ticking. The body's clock is always ticking. Okay? Because kailangan niyang mag-work 24 hours. But too much work can give it a stress. Okay? So it should work properly according to how it is designed to function. Okay? So those are some of the good recommendations. I hope you find it good as well. So if you do this, if you train, you can train actually your body. Because what is happening right now is if you're introducing food, processed food, or whatever food na hindi natural, you're training your body to adapt to it. So if you train your tongue to accommodate sweetness, you crave for more, because sugar, sweeteners, is designed to uh, to activate your a certain center in the brain that cause you to be addicted to that substance that's giving you good pleasure. Okay? So yun. You're training your body to, and so that's why your lifestyle follows. If you introduce something to your body, your lifestyle follows. Now, if you're seeing that you need a change of lifestyle, you introduce these substances, natural substances. Of some of you will experience the Herxheimer reaction. Some of you will transition smoothly to that um, journey, na wala kayong mararamdaman na anything discomfort, lahat puro ma-absorb nyo na lahat ng benefits at good feels na. So when that happens, it's very good for you. If you experience the HERX reaction or the die-off reaction, it's also good, because it means that the body or the nutrients that you have introduced is already scavenging everything, and it's dumping the toxins in the liver. This will not affect your liver, because the liver is just waiting to get the proper nutrients for it to detoxify all the waste. And the lymphatic system is also waiting for it to be drained to the janitor organ. So that's why you need water to move everything. Okay, so yun yung ano natin. So that is how we advocate the healing journey here using EquiCell products. So of course, meron kayo ding kanya-kanyang mga regimen. If those regimen works for you, then you know your body. You are the director, you are the CEO of your body. If 2 capsules a day before bedtime works for you, then continue with it, because you're training your body to adapt to that healthy lifestyle. If you think that 9 capsules a day is working good for you, then do it consistently. Health is wealth. Ngayon, health is wealth. So gagastos at gagastos na rin lang kayo para na rin lang sa kalusugan. Kung gumagastos kayo ito nga may mga nagtatanong, no? Dok, ang dami-dami naman ito. yung protocol na to, ang dami, ilang capsules, ilang ganito. 'Di ba sabi ko nga sa inyo, nag-iimbak tayo ng nutrients eh, dahil marami ng deficiency sa ating katawan at marami ng damage na cells. Yung nutrients na iniimbak natin, inaabsorb yan, ginagamit yan ng cells. Nung kayo ba ay naggastos, nagmumukbang kayo, nagbo-buffet kayo ng mga iba't ibang klaseng pagkain na may mga trans fat, may mga ano, hindi nyo ba naisip na yung mga yan ay maiipon at magkakaroon ng impact sa liver ninyo? Kasi may mga nagtatanong. Again, these products are natural ingredients. They are hepatoprotective, urinary protective, cardioprotective. Okay, so let's have faith. Let's trust our, have faith, of course, to our Creator, the one who perfected us before He rested on the seventh day when He created everything. Secondly, increase our faith. Secondly, let's have hope. We do not we encourage hope to flourish in people that have health conditions. So there is always hope as long as the sun is still rising. Um, so may hope pa rin. When you encountered EquiCell because of your uplines, because of testimonials, meaning to say that the Lord has directed you to do something about your health already. So join us in this road to healing. Kasi you will not only get the benefits of good health from this, but you will also get good benefits from, from livelihood. So it's hitting two birds with no hitting a lot of things with one decision. Okay, so yun po ang ating ano natin. So that's the reason why we also have what do you call this one? The reason why we have this Zoom meeting right now, it's because there are a lot of people that have requested guides, recommendations in terms of product intake. So these are the recommendations with allowances. So I hope this will become your guide in your journey to your own personal health and in sharing this information to others. So I have a question. I have some questions here. Okay, safe ba ang capsule na ginamit? You mean the ingredients of the capsule? It's vegetative capsule, vegan, vegetable, plant-based ang ingredients, all plant-based. These are all plant-based. The ingredients are all plant-based. So but nga gagawa ng ng product na ang magko-cover naman ay hindi plant-based. So everything is plant-based. Okay, so let me check if I still have. Okay, so here's something for you to think about as we end this Zoom meeting. We repeat what we don't repair. So if we don't repair the inflammation, the chronic disease, we will experience the symptoms of it over and over again. What's coming is better than what's gone. So here, if nanghihinayang kayo sa mga pagkaing matatamis or sa mga processed food na instead na palitan nyo ng nutrients na mas maayos, ibig sabihin, hindi para sa inyo si EquiCell. Pero if you are willing to get better goods, better health, wag kayong manghinayang sa mawawalan yung taba. Taba, actually lahat ng toxins nakadeposit sa adipose tissue here in the belly area. So if we would meron diyang ng BMI, okay, yung basic metabolic index na natin. So we have to sustain a good BMI or the BMI that is required for our age group, because the BMI is a measurement of body fat. Because if we are above our BMI, it means we have a lot of body fats. And body fats is a good indication of a lot of toxins not being removed by your body. So you can do physical activity for you to go back to your, or you can, do away with substances that contributes to a lot of body fat deposits. So yan. So I hope meron pa bang mga questions? Okay, let's just Viraquill is best for dengue. Spirulina and Viraquill. We have a lot of patients that have um, ano for that have used spirulina for dengue. Include Viraquill also but more on spirulina. Can we take EquiCell with other medications? Yes, there is no contraindication to what do you call this one, to the conventional medications. But I would suggest that you would give what do you call this one, give a gap dun sa pag-inom. So kung meron kayong maintenance meds, kung ano yung oras ng pag-inom niyo ng maintenance meds, i-follow nyo yun. And then if sasabayan nyo ng EquiCell, magbigay kayo ng gap. Okay? Ayan. Doc, what can you recommend for the... Okay. Lahat ng itis is inflammation. Okay. So, one of the good management of this is to have number 1, spirulina, and then Ultima17. Okay. So, thank you very much for listening, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'll check if there are questions in the chat box. What is the cause of prostate enlargement, or men experience such problem? Probably inflammation. Now, there are a lot of what do you call this one, causes for this one. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. But mostly if there is an enlargement, meaning to say it originated as inflammation, chronic inflammation. So what do you call this one? Prostate is a part of the prostate gland is a part of the endocrine system. And endocrine system, you're very much welcome. Your endocrine system is very sensitive to what do you call this one, to hormonal imbalance. And hormonal imbalance is affected by a lot of things. Free radicals is one. Number 2 is the different industrialized plastics. Studies have shown, ito lang 2 weeks ago, there is a study that was published. I'm not sure if it's PubMed or NIH or the Journal for Hormonal Health. Okay, that the parabens, the phthalates of the different yung mga containers, okay, affects the endocrine system, that scientists are looking into it as the cause of the different conditions occurring in the breast of women, in the ovaries of women, and in the prostate glands of men. So that might be one of the causes why there is an enlargement. But usually it started as an inflammation. So what you need to do there is to if there's inflammation, meaning to say ang tawag dito, may pain yan. Okay, so you need to have more antioxidants to dampen that inflammation. Okay, and to probably do away with, siguro check kung marami kang plastic sa bahay, gumagamit ka ng plastic, gumagamit ka ng microwavables, because these are all hormone affecting, they affect your hormone health negatively. Okay. Thank you for, okay. Thank you very much. You're very much welcome. My daughter has thyroiditis. What is best for her and what is the right dosage? She is 16 years old. Okay, for thyroiditis patient and a 16-year-old patient, what you need to give her is EquiTotal Care. Okay, for EquiTotal Care, you would, and Ultima17. Ultima17, 1 to 2 capsules before bedtime. Equitotal Care, she needs to have 6 capsules a day, 2 to 30 minutes before meal. For Miss Evangeline Sarcon, another message. There is already stone in the kidney. Ultima 17 can help dissolve it. Okay, stones in the kidneys. Yes, Ultima 17 can help. You aid it with what do you call this one? Spirulina also to help then ang tawag dito, because kidney is one of our the kidney is one of our janitor organs. It needs a continuous supply of nutrients. So Ultima 17 and Spirulina is the best protocol for that. My hyperthyroidism at may maintenance na for hypertension. Okay, ano po ang pwede kong inumin from EquiCell products? You are 51 years old. From Marites Oriarte. So she has hyperthyroidism and she's taking maintenance for it. And at may maintenance na rin, and she's taking maintenance for her hypertension. Ano po ang pwede kong inumin from EquiCell products? 51 years old. For you, Ma'am Marites, I would recommend the EquiTotal Care. You need to take that, you need to have 4 capsules of that a day, for 1 in the morning, 1 lunchtime, 2 before bedtime. Okay. For your hypertension, you would need Equi Glutaheart for that. Okay, yeah. You need to take 2 capsules before bedtime. So Equi Glutaheart, 2 capsules before bedtime. Equi Total Care, 4 capsules. 1 capsule in the morning, 1 capsule lunchtime, 2 capsules before bedtime. Should be taken 30 minutes before meals. Can B17 from Sir Andy, can B17 be taken after chemo? Yes, but not immediately after. Please wait for 7 to 14 days. 7 to 14 days na mag-subside yung after the chemo session before you give the uh, vitamin B17 or the what do you call this one, Ultima 17. If I would also suggest that when the person is undergoing chemo, they should have spirulina. Spirulina should be taken continuously because it is the one that provides good nutrition to the cells. And if the cells are going to be exposed to a heavy toxin from chemotherapy and heavy metal toxins from chemotherapy, they need spirulina to chelate the heavy metals. But for the other regimen, like vitamin B17, they would need to take that after 7 days after the chemo session. The combination synergizing of our products. What do you mean by that po? Thank you po so much. Doc, what you can recommend for, okay. For this one, I would, for myasthenia gravis, it would be best for that person to have EquiTotal Care. Okay. EquiTotal Care of 3 capsules a day, 111. Okay, and what do you call this one? Spirulina, the minimum 12 tablets a day. Okay, for dialysis patients. Okay, for dialysis patients, here's a good protocol which has been effective. Okay, the protocol is, what do you call this one? For dialysis patient. If they're undergoing dialysis 2 times or 3 times a week, it is best to give them the products after the dialysis session. So for example, Monday and Wednesday ang dialysis, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yung walang dialysis session, doon nila i-take yung product. They should not take, it is not should, it's best for them to take those products after the dialysis session. So ano po ang product na pwedeng ibigay? EquiTotal Care. They would need to have 3 capsules of EquiTotal Care a day. Okay, and they would also need Ultima 17. because their kidney is already damaged, so they need a cellular healer for that, and that is Ultima 17. And the dosage for Ultima 17 for dialysis patient would be 2 capsules before bedtime. So Equitotal Care and Ultima 17. Equitotal Care 111, Ultima 17, 2 capsules before bedtime should be taken during non-dialysis sessions. Okay, you're very much welcome. Ano pong product ng EquiCell ang bagay sa parents ko? My mom is 85 years old. My dad is 86 years old. Wow, congratulations. My hypertension and dementia na. Okay, for them, I would recommend, sino po bang nag-chat? From Dong Koy. I would recommend Equi Glutaheart. Okay, because dementia is a neurodegenerative condition as we grow old. Okay, to support our brain health, we would need Equi Glutaheart for them and spirulina. So spirulina, they should take 12 tablets a day. You can divide the 12 tablets as 4 4 4. Then for Equi Glutaheart, they would need 2 capsules before bedtime for both of them. My sister has lung cancer and she's under treatment, chemo and radiation. Right now, she has started taking Ultima, 2 capsules 3 times a day, and Spirulina, 4 tablets 3 times a day. Does she need to consult it to his oncologist or no need na? We actually recommend to talk it over with your oncologist, but not all oncologists are open to combining food supplements with their treatment protocol. So they might discourage you from using this, but it's really up to the patient. If the patient is already receiving the benefits of the food supplement or of EquiCell product for her sa kanyang health, then let the patient decide. Again, our product aids the body in self-regulating. We do not promise cure, or this is not a cure for any disease, but it will provide ingredients or nutrients for the body to self-regulate or to heal on its own. So for my suggestion, if her oncologist is or her oncologist is open to taking other food supplement medication on top of the recommended conventional medicine, then it's okay for her to discuss. But kung hindi naman po, then let the patient decide po if ano. But if she's already getting the benefits of this regimen, then let the patient decide. Doc, how can we reach or contact you if we have concern or inquiry? We will be having siguro a series of this type of sessions to address some of the questions that you have. And then for recommendations or for product for dosages of the product, you can also add me on my Facebook. I may not be able to answer you at once because of but if you have inquiries, you can send your inquiries there. You can send me messages. And then Mr. Danilo Dagatan, you're raising your hand, so I'm going to unmute you. You probably want to ask something. Mr. Danilo Dagatan, you can unmute po, sir, or you can type your question or your message here in the chat box, so if I can provide answers to it, hopefully. Doc, send us diabetic protocol. Okay. For diabetes, what type of diabetes? Type 1 or type 2? The diabetes mellitus, the conventional diabetes. If it is the conventional diabetes, we would need I hope Doc regular sked na to, dami naming natututunan. Oh, we can actually arrange for that. It's better if we have this. We can like concentrate on certain conditions and discuss EquiCell protocol into it. So you can probably send suggestion or messages to your uplines, to our to your uplines, to our core leaders, so that we can discuss what's the next best approach to help you with your with you recommending our products. Thank you for that. We have two hands already raised. So Mr. Danilo Dagatan, if you're there, you can type your ano, or you can unmute yourself so you can talk. We also have Mr. and Mrs. Lando and Lillian Lyon. So Mr.
Yes, Doc.
Yes,
Yes, Doc.
sir. Yes
Yes.
po.
Did you hear me, Doc?
Nagfi-feedback, sir.
Okay, sorry. My question is, when I tap Ultima 17, parang ginugutom ako, Doc.
Ginugutom po kayo. How many capsules ang kinain nyo?
Before I take it one, then after two. I start with one capsule twice a day before starting. Parang masarap ang kumain.
Masasarapan kayong kumain.
O yeah, parang ano, yeah, madalas ginugutom.
Ginugutom. Or probably you're taking it siguro during the time na kailangan nyo ng kumain. Kasi ganito po kasi yan. Pag nagugutom po tayo, pag nakaka-feel na po tayo ng gutom o yung garalgal ng tiyan, it's because of a certain hormone called ghrelin that is being released by our endocrine system that is communicating with us to get food kasi na-release siya. Okay, so it is probably kasi ang hormones natin natitrain. So nung kayo ay kumakain sa ganitong oras, particular oras, na-train na siya na mag-release sa ganong format. So if in case na uminom kayo ng Ultima 17 at naka-feel kayo ng gutom, it's probably the ghrelin, the hormone ghrelin that is telling you to eat. But siyempre, ang kakainin nyo, kung ang kinain nyo po ay medyo okay na food kaysa dun sa usual na kakainin ninyo, mas better po yun. Pero are you taking Ultima 17 with spirulina?
Not yet spirulina. Before I'm taking spirulina, but no, I don't have stock.
So if you take siguro spirulina along with Ultima 17, you'll probably not feel the gutom factor. But if that's okay, pag nagutom po kayo, that's okay. As long as hindi po kayo kakain ng anything na magti-trigger ng ng disease. So probably what you can do to manage yung gutom is do not take anything that will provide sugar rush, because a rush of sugar in the bloodstream is a rush of inflammatory substances. So when you do that, siguro what you can do is to drink warm water. Yun lang po. Warm water, siguro half a glass of warm water. Warm, hindi po hot, warm water. And then check if magugutom pa rin po kayo. If nagutom pa rin po kayo after drinking warm water, just to, parang calm the stomach that is gurgling because of the ghrelin hormone. Pag nagugutom pa rin po kayo after drinking warm water, kumain na po kayo. Pero wag lang po kayo mag-sugar rush. Kasi again, if you drink, di ba yung mga iba, pag nagutom, sugar rush, chocolate, o kaya anything na heavy sweets, pag ganun po, a rush of sugar na fructose or whatever na sweetener doon sa kinain ninyo can cause a lot of inflammatory reactions. So, better po na warm water lang po pag or better na isabay nyo na po si spirulina. Mag-take na po kayo ng spirulina. Yan.
At saka, Dok, yung may kirot sa likod ng poldo ko, parang ganun.
Meron pong po?
May kunting pain.
When you took the Ultima 17, or meron po kayong nararamdaman ng pain?
Yung just such a kunting pain lang, parang kirot lang sa likod.
Okay, so anything na yan po ba ay matagal na po na nararamdaman, or pabalik-balik lang po na nararamdaman?
Actually, parang gano'n lang, die off, or I think
Okay. So
Okay.
there is already an inflammation that is going at dito po ba sa base ng inyong neck? Ganyan
Hindi po dito sa taas.
sa bandang okay, wala po sa base. Dito lang po sa part ng likod ng ano
Po,
ng skull,
ulo. Total.
ng ulo. Okay po. So there's probably a group of tissue na na-affected diyan, nagkaroon ng
Baka
konting
yung,
opo. So I would suggest that you take the Ultima 17 before bedtime. Gawin niyo pong 2 capsules before bedtime. Kasi remember,
yes.
yeah, yun po ang gawin ninyo. And then if painful pa rin, it's okay because it's doing scavenging.
Other,
As,
that's an action.
yes, as long as you can tolerate the pain, go ahead with the ano. But if you cannot, you slow down, reduce it to 1 capsule, and then you go back until you feel okay. And let it do its on as long as you don't feel any discomfort. And when you feel
Yes.
any discomfort, water, 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 and relax. Yun po yung sinabi
Ay,
ko po. Ayan.
baka
Yan.
ano sa ihi naman, Dok.
Ano po? Sa?
Yung after yung drinking so much water, baka yung naihi na
O
naman.
better nga po yung ihi ng ihi kasi nilalabas niyo po lahat ng ng toxin. Kaya lang po, 'yan po. Wag lang din during night time kasi hindi po kayo makakatulog. Dahil gigising
Ayun
po
nga,
kayo,
disturb yung
iihi
tulog.
ng yes po. So better do the drinking hydration during wake up time.
Okay po, that's all my
Okay.
content, Doc. Thank you so much, Doc.
All right, thank you. Salamat po. And then I have
Welcome.
okay, I also have a lot more questions here. Ano pong product para sa breast cancer na lumala na? Okay. For the breast cancer, and we have for anything cancer, we have a protocol. One of the protocol is Ultima 17. The vitamin B17 or the aronia is best for breast, ovarian, and prostate cancer because it is the first those types of conditions were the first ang tawag dito, doon siya unang inaral, yung vitamin B17. Yung lumala na, I'm not sure kung ano pong ibig sabihin niya dyan, sir, but probably in the late stages of the disease, stage 3 or stage 4, um, Ultima 17 can provide, can aid or can help manage the pain or manage the ano ng tissue so that it won't progress um, from damaging other surrounding tissues. So ang pwede po nating ibigay for this condition is for Mr. Danilo, we have Ultima 17. You have to give 15 capsules a day of Ultima 17, and then you pair it with Spirulina 15 tablets a day din po. If may pain, if may pain ang syempre lahat yan may pain talaga. Okay. Just ang tawag dito go with the protocol, 15 capsules of Ultima 17 and 15 tablets of Spirulina. Yung kidney stone forming person, how to deal with the kidney stone formation kung talagang okay. What you need to do is to, of course, observe your diet because what's probably causing the kidney stone formation is either a deficiency of a certain nutrient in a pathway of, like my daughters, they lack this certain they lack a certain component sa kanilang condition. That's why they have this acidosis condition. Kasi yung isang component ng tubules ng kidney hindi na po-produce naturally ng katawan. Okay, so kung kidney stone forming person siya, you need to address first the diet. They have to have a lot of water, okay, para i-homogenize yung salty food na kinakain niya, and that person has to do away with salty foods because and sugar sweet foods because this sweet and are all triggers of the formation of stones. And you also need to address also the, what do you call this one? Excuse me. Yung habit of urination. I will drink water. Kasi if nagpipigil, naiihi na at nagpipigil pa rin, nare-reabsorb yung yung minerals, excess minerals na should be removed by the kidneys. Kailangan din po niyang iwasan ng high protein diet. Okay, so yun po yung i-consider. Excuse me. So avoid high protein diet. Bumara. Avoid salty foods, hydrate properly, and what's the best product? Equi Total Care and Ultima17. Ultima17, 2 capsules before bedtime. For Miss Christine Tan, this is for you, for your question. Ultima17, 2 capsules before bedtime. Equi Total Care, that would be 3 capsules. Oh no, 3 capsules a day. 1-1-1, or you can do 1 and 2. 1 sa umaga, 2 sa gabi. Basta 3 capsules a day. I hope I have answered your question, Ms. Tan. I also have thyroid nodules, mass, and fatty liver. What can you recommend for me to take? I started taking Ultima. Good. Intermittent fasting and low carb. Very nice. If you are Miss Evangeline, that's very nice if you're doing intermittent fasting and low carb diet along with taking our EquiCell products, because that will also increase your body, the potentiality of your body to heal on its own because of your choice of the meal planning, okay, your diet. Intermittent fasting, one of the good benefit that intermittent fasting does for us is autophagy. Autophagy in the brain, meaning to say self eating of the toxins that are formed during the day. Nagki-cleanse siya on its own, autophagy. Okay. She has thyroid nodules, Ultima17, that's nice. And fatty liver. You have a question a while ago. Let me just check kung ano po yun. So that, ikaw rin po ba yung merong... Oh, you ask for for your sister on her cancer. And this is a question for yourself. Okay, check ko lang kasi baka you have thyroid nodules, mass, and fatty liver. What can you recommend for me to take? I started taking Ultima before lunch. Okay, include Equi Glutaheart for your fatty liver. With a fatty liver, you need to take 6 capsules of Equi Glutaheart a day, 2-2-2. And then you also include spirulina, 12 tablets of spirulina for this. No. Sorry. Do not include spirulina. For this, you already have Equi Glutaheart and you have Ultima17. Okay, so that's the protocol for you, Miss Evangeline Sarcon. Doc, send na lang later sa mga protocols natin. At okay, FB account po para sa aming queries. You can add me up. My name is Lalaine Grace Urbano Felicitas. This FB will help in our inquiry site for illness versus EquiCell products as treatment protocols. Okay, I may not be able to answer you immediately on your queries. If you if you message me on Facebook, just be patient po. But I will try my best to address every queries that you have, so that we can help you recommend EquiCell products to people. And to increase also, we will actually have, if I am not mistaken, we will have product, what do you call this one? training. So those who have potential in, in discussing the the products and protocols of EquiCell, we can train you for that so that you can be fully equipped in discussing the product to your clients and to your downlines, to your group, so that we can increase, we can reach more people regarding this one. Jaundice patient po, what EquiCell product? Okay, Equi Glutaheart for jaundice. 2 capsules before bedtime. What if kidney mismo, doc, parang di nagwo-work? Thank you. So, ang kidney hindi nagwo-work, so dapat nagda-dialysis. Is this person on dialysis? If this person, and if is this person still urinating? Kasi you would know that the kidney is already not working at a certain level, certain percentage, kasi may dalawa po ang kidney natin, based on the amount of urine output. So if and the amount of urination within the day, kung walang manas, walang at hindi nagwo-work yung kidney, ibig sabihin pag umiihi siya, konti na lang, tsaka masakit yung ihi niya. So kung masakit yung ihi niya at kukonti na lang yung wiwi niya, it means there are a lot of kidney stones in the ureter, not only on the kidney but also on the ureter, doon sa daanan nung nung ihi. So we need to dissolve all of that. So I would suggest that that person should take Ultima 17, 6 capsules of Ultima 17 a day, 222 before meal, to help with the inflammation, because the stones and is blocking the and it is causing inflammation. So what is the dosage of yeah, I hope I have answered your question, Miss Christine Tan, for this. What is the best dosage of Ultima for my mom who has hypertension? She also has difficulty in having enough sleep at night. Masakit raw po yung tuhod niya sometimes. So, yung sakit po ng tuhod is already what do you call this one? A part of the symptoms of neurodegenerative conditions for people who are aging already. And hypertension could be also a part of that neurodegenerative condition. So if the main case is hypertension for your mom, the best dosage is, pero actually I would suggest to include Equi Glutaheart also for this condition. So Ultima 17 is 6 capsules 3 times a day. Equi Glutaheart 2 capsules before bedtime. Okay, gout problems. Okay, ang dami siguro na may gout problems. Okay, gout problems is crystallization of the synovial fluid of the joints. Okay, because of crystals. Okay, so avoid high protein diet for this. High protein diet. Okay, what you need to recommend for people with gout are Ultima 17 and Spirulina. A dosage of 6 capsules 3 times a day for gout, and Spirulina of 15 tablets a day. Avoid high protein diet and avoid processed foods for gout. And siguro hindi to makalakad, also increase physical activity so that the crystals would kailangan ma-dissolve yun, kasi tumitigas yung joint doon sa ng big toe, if that is where it is affected. Okay, so that's the dosage for Kuya Ernie, CDO. I hope I have answered your question. What if po may malignant cancer na po si Jaundice? Pwede po ba ang Ultima 17? Yes. The Ultima 17 is formulated for chronic conditions and cancer conditions. So it's better to add Ultima 17. You add a dosage of 9 capsules per day for this person with jaundice. 333 for Ultima 17. Okay, so I hope I have answered all of your questions, but I will have to take note of the different your email addresses. I have to take it. I, ha- I have to list it down or I have to copy it so that I can send you a copy of this recording. But this will take a little while because we would need to convert, we would need to, what do you call this one? Um, yung recording po, ayusin po namin para hindi po siya, yung tuloy-tuloy ba na discussion. So, I'm not sure if I can, yeah, if I can get all of your emails here. So, unfortunately, kung hindi ko po makuha lahat ng emails nyo dito, you can probably send your emails to your upline so we can send you a copy of this. But this is medyo matatagalan kasi aayusin pa po ng ating technical team ang para hindi ho siya ganun katagal. So let me just check before I end everything kasi if I will hit end, mawawala po lahat ng chat. I think I will, if I can copy all the pop out. Yeah, if I can copy everything here. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone. And I hope, alas 10 na. I have enjoyed this session and I hope you have enjoyed it too. This is like, I did not, what you call it, created a interactive Zoom meeting at the moment. It's because I wanted to implant first a clear understanding of what health and what disease is so that everybody, meron tayong iisang direction pag tayo ay nagdi-discuss ng health para sa ating mga prospects na clients for to join EquiCell. So for now, nagpapasalamat po ako sa inyo, sa inyong pasensya at sa inyong tiyaga. Kung hindi ko man masagot ng diretso ang inyong mga tanong, pagpasensyahan nyo na po ako. But if you want detailed or personalized protocol, pwede nyo rin po akong tanungin. I will just have to check kung ano po talaga ang condition nung pasyente or condition nung clients ninyo so that we can provide the proper or good recommendations for it. So hindi tayo yung the best protocol or the best products to aid their condition or to aid their body in helping them recover or be well from their condition. So right now, I'm copying all the emails that are in the chat box so that we can, I can use the, I can, when I send this via Google Drive probably kasi malaking file ito, ito yung mga emails na sesendan ko po. So I'm still checking and there are still 4 messages that I haven't read. Okay, let's see. Send protocol to. Okay, you're probably sending your emails to me on the chat box. So, yeah. So, thank you very much. Kung wala na pong tanong, it was a nice session, and it's a nice I'm very much we from the management team of EquiCell Incorporated are very much excited to work with you all people in making EquiCell happen in Mindanao and in the Philippines. Help us also reach to other people about the goodness of our product so that they can join our advocacy in manifesting a balanced life, so there. I'm still copying yung mga emails ninyo. So thank you very much. You can now exit. the Zoom session.
Thank you, Doc.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hindi ko muna i-exit para hindi mawala yung inyong mga email. So thank you very much po. If official FB page
Thank
ng
you, Doc.
EquiCell, you're welcome.
Salamat po, Doc.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. All right. Official page ng EquiCell sa FB. Just look for the logo. There are two EquiCell incorporated pages. The one that is updated right now is the one with the EquiCell logo na dark blue. That's the official FB page, and we will be uploading most of our videos, AVPs for the product and for the complan and for any health tidbits there in the official FB page. And also you can subscribe to EquiCell YouTube page as well, because we will be uploading also the different AVPs for health, for complan under EquiCell. So thank you very much. I think I have copied all the emails that are listed in the chat box. So see you in the next sessions. Please wait for an advice kung kailan po ang next sessions, or if you have any suggestions on how we can work together in this way, good practices, so that we can help you become good ambassadors of our products. Just send us a message also, so we can help you promote EquiCell and reach a lot of people. So thank you. And yes, may mga nagchat pa. Yan. All right, so I'm ending now this session. Thank you very much. Have a good night and see you when we see you. Bye.